pot, whatever's in there.
What do you like to drink, Grandma? You want soda or water or juice or?
Maybe I'll have
You want all those?
get.
I get it.
This,
Yeah, I'm gonna have one of them.
I'll give you some of mine if you want.
No, that's all right.
What's that, taking pictures
For a
now?
little bit, yeah.
Oh.
I wish I had gotten pictures before
Oh,
you.
yeah, oh, I gotta comb my hair.
I wish you had pictures before you were so funny.
That must be yours.
If you
mine.
had seen them,
Oh, here.
if you had seen them, you would have strung them up
You know what?
with the minister and his wife.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that,
Oh,
no.
she was
No.
starting
She was
to
saying,
tell
what are you talking about dogs? I don't remember that.
of when the
They
plants
Thought
stopped.
that what we did, yeah.
Blacks were here. They were yelling all kind of stuff.
Huh?
They were, him and
Yeah.
Danny were yelling all kinds of things, and the minister was here with his wife. They were just sitting there, they couldn't believe it. They were dancing up and down and having a wild old time.
Don't just load it, I'm not.
You two were really bad.
I don't know how we did
But
that.
that was not, it's not,
It's
oh,
baked
it's
ziti, it's just
Oh,
like lasagna, but it's baked. You bake ziti.
Well, lasagna's baked too,
That's
right?
enough,
That's enough?
yeah.
Model?
I don't need a
Bit.
lot.
Help yourself to salad and meatballs. But you need tissues. Jack, bring the tissues in here, okay, hon?
Sure. Because it's probably gonna think he has to go outside, he
Or
can
he
see
can-
everybody blowing their nose.
Probably. Let's see, too.
That's enough.
That's it, Mom?
Oh, yeah, plenty. Thank you.
Go, baby.
Thanks, Mom.
Make sure you guys don't have any tin foil at the bottom of your meal.
Come
I
right off
lined this with tin
the-
foil.
Came right off the screw.
This one? I know about it.
Don't worry about it, Mom, that all comes out.
Yeah, we've gotten
You
this
don't have to
table
scrub it.
very dirty many times.
Thank goodness
Just
for
fell
modern
right-
tablecloths,
It
right?
just fell right off the spoon.
Thanks, good luck. Thanks.
You forgot to say Josephine.
It's a great.
Well, do you have any,
I did have a,
Yes,
Grandma took the spoon.
I took it.
oh, here it is, okay.
Nothing like taking things that don't belong to me.
Whenever you're ready, Jack. Here's a bunch of tissues, which you
You wanna, you want me? Yeah, please.
This tissue's for you. Barbara. There.
You want bread here? Bread? Yeah, I'd like some. Boy, it's remarkably nice out. Boy, there's some hanging off the plate just so it doesn't.
Yeah. How cold is it out?
Well, I just walked out with that jacket.
Yeah, but that's you.
Well, I didn't need my winter jacket, really.
You
Really?
never feel the cold, you know? Well, you know, he does now because he hasn't.
He's got blood thinners.
And I didn't realize either that he was getting so cold.
Well, when you're in our house, you have to use quilts because that's how cold it usually is.
I thought Henrietta looked good.
She did. She always looks good.
Yeah. She really hasn't changed much over the years at all.
No.
She dye her hair? Oh, sure.
Well, all women do,
Grandma does.
except your grandmother.
All the women who don't have gray hair do.
I don't dye mine.
Yeah.
This is good.
The turkey was good last night.
Higginbottom? Excuse me, Higgins.
Kathy's food.
Thank you.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm sitting.
She's a good
cold.
cook.
It's so low.
How come it got so low?
Because I have a different kind of a chair. I'll get that chair.
What?
Yeah, put a meatball and one little tiny piece of sausage. One little.
This is good.
Thank you. Higgins, I'm gonna trade seats here. Higgins comes over to lick the crumbs up all the time. That's what he can find. Watch it, Val. Don't you see anybody out?
We
Other
saw
than that one?
Ruth Hermson's son-in-law, Lou.
Yeah, got it.
Tell us a little bit about what happened.
Who's that guy? I've seen him before, but I don't.
Remember Joyce Hermson?
I don't
It's
really
the
remember when
second
you-
Joyce and Dee Dee, they
Was
was
your husband?
Yes, her husband.
How old is he now? 30,
She's
40?
about 30.
He told
Three.
us last time how old
He looks
is.
young, but he has gray hair.
Remember he told us how old he
Is
was?
that who got hurt?
No, this is a woman who actually they lived in Richfield Park. Ruth. Her name was like Schimmenbacher or something. She was a German girl from Richfield Park. She was 69. She died last week. And Chris Hermson. Chris is about 73. They were married 52 years.
That was her husband?
No, it was her son-in-law. They lived in Richfield Park. I knew them in Richfield Park. Then they came up here to live, and I knew them up here for years. And then they sold their house to their one daughter, and eventually her husband. I guess they were living together as just living together for a while. But and Ruth, the one from Richfield Park, who I knew all those years, she died last week. And it's sad because she died on the 14th. She had a grandchild born on the 15th. She missed by one day, and she's going to have another grandchild born on the 8th of January. But Dee Dee had a nice little, he said, a big baby boy, and everybody's fine. Well, she had, what do you say, 16 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren already.
Who has grandchildren out of their kids?
But she had children over a long period of time. She was having children in her 40s. Like Dee Dee was, she might have been about 42 when Dee Dee was born, and she was having kids when she was 18 too. So. Nice lady. They seem to have a very happy relationship, the two of them.
Which is good, isn't it?
Mm.
Very good.
You're right. It's no different from lasagna.
Yeah.
The lasagna has this. Does this have sticky cheese in it, or
It
just hot
does,
cheese?
yeah, I don't see it, but it's in there.
Did you know Paul Irata?
Sure.
Pete's, Paul, he lives on William
Paul is the
Street.
one that was my friend.
That's Pete's brother.
Yeah, Pete.
Pete's son.
Pete's brother is Paul. I mean, he might have a son named Paul too, but
Yeah,
but Pete, you know, we could be talking all kinds of generations. Pete Urato used to run for office,
yeah.
and Paul was his younger brother, who was my age, 52. The one that's my age was on kidney dialysis.
Yeah, well, he got a transplant
Did he?
about a month ago or so.
And he's all right?
Yeah.
Good.
I met his Marge and
Who was Mark?
Cartwright. Irata,
Rana.
Pete's wife. Pete is the one that, he was a good bowler and it was like,
Peter's
in
the brother.
politics,
Yeah,
yeah.
Peter's the brother of my friend. You know, Paul was my age. He's probably 53. Paul is. He was a nice kid. I liked him, although I haven't
I
seen him.
thought Marge said that was her son, Paul.
No. Well, I know Joey Schultz told me, he was in my class in school, he told me that Paul Urato was on a kidney dialysis machine, and he would be, that would be his, that woman's brother-in-law.
This fellow, we bowled on the same team for 20 some odd
It's a
years.
lot of people, isn't it?
Pete was talking about that.
No, Bobby Costro, he was on dialysis
Oh my
machine.
God, it looks so small.
He-
I don't think it's gonna be another
Did he
change.
die?
Yeah.
Yeah, he retired
When
from
this is done, eat it, because you have more
Sears.
things.
Yeah.
He retired with a bundle of money, you know, he had that
Yeah.
profit sharing.
Yeah.
And he bought a motorhome with the dialysis machine on it because his son lived in Florida. And for him to go down there, he'd have to stay in the motorhome so they could have the dialysis
Yeah.
machine on. Because he had to have that on at night.
Wow.
And well, I went to see him at the funeral parlor in Fairlawn. And Patty said that it was too much for his heart.
Mm.
Just couldn't
How
take
old was
it.
he?
66. He was just retired 4 years.
Seems like it doesn't pay to retire sometimes.
Well, I got 15 coming up.
Mm.
Lucky.
15
Well, I
what?
knock wood.
I just did.
15 what?
Years.
I was retired.
1980,
That's when you retired?
March 2nd.
3 o'clock.
No, exactly.
Well, that was my birthday. That's the
Well,
day
that's
I
not hard to
retired.
remember.
I had 5 weeks vacation coming, and on July the 25th, I started my vacation, and the 2nd of March was on a Saturday, was the ending of the 5th week, and,
No, in January,
Yeah.
January, you mean?
and in January, and then the 2nd of March was my birthday, and I didn't have to go back to work.
That's good. That's great.
That's Danny from the-
That too. Your grandson, I mean your son.
That's like Billy Zabransky's wife, Sue. You know, Billy now is probably taking care of apartments because the Zabransky plumbing business went bankrupt.
Yeah,
So anyway,
But he's not taking care of their apartment.
no, some apartments. I don't know. But anyway, Sue was saying she went to somebody's funeral. Now Sue and Billy don't have any grandchildren yet. And one of the old people at the funeral had said to her, "Do you have any great grandchildren yet?" She doesn't even have any grandchildren yet. She says, "God, it was like, do I look like should have great grandchildren?"
Is she old looking?
No, she's beautiful.
now is that old Bill or young Bill?
Young Bill. Well, young Bill,
Old Bill is a year younger than me.
yeah. Well, that's old Bill. This
Yeah.
is young Bill.
What does that
my
make
age.
Richie?
Makes him
Old Richie.
old.
Well,
It's just old Bill.
and along came Bill, yeah. Well, it's all relative, David.
Oh, I know.
Who did I talk to that? You know, Nelson Zabransky's real sick.
Yes.
Oh, I met a guy, living up, either Becker? There's somebody named Becker?
Becca?
Becker,
Yeah, from Little Ferry.
yeah. He used to work for Zabransky Plumbing for years.
Well, I don't know him. There was a Becca,
No, this is big.
you were the boy, oh, Becca.
Becker
Oh,
or,
oh, Buddy?
I don't know, this guy would say is probably early 60s maybe.
Yeah, that's Buddy Becca.
He knew you,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I met him at Garrett's office, and he worked for Zabransky Plumbing for years.
Yeah, that was Buddy Becca.
Nice guy.
Mhm.
I seemed to be a nice guy. But he knew everybody. He lives next door to Bertha. Thomason.
Becca?
This guy did. So he knew
I haven't seen that guy in years.
all the people from the VFW band. Who was that guy? He was a nice guy. He died years and years ago. He played the baritone
Becca.
horn. No, this guy was what was his name? Not Philiboo. Philiboo's still alive, but he said
Yeah.
Phil's not doing so great.
Philiboo?
He
Philiboo.
played the baritone?
Yeah,
Wasn't, Bill Hulick, was it?
no. It was the guy who was an electric. Ray Monty.
Oh, Raymond.
Well, he played the tuba. Old Ray. The father?
Well, old Ray, yeah, but he was in the band
He
with
played,
Nick.
yeah, well,
He played- he
young
played the
Ray
bar-
was the carpenter.
Yeah, well, old Ray was in the band with me. He played the baritone, I think.
Old Ray played the tuba
Yeah.
when he was
Yeah.
in the junior police, yeah.
Mhm.
Of course, he was fat and they fed that the instrument for you.
Well, you know, it's so funny because every baritone horn player I have in the band is a big fat kid. And one day I was looking at him, I said, "You notice anything in common? Everybody that plays this instrument have them, they were just laughing."
They all noticed it.
The old Ray, his father was in the Caliconex sewer scandal years ago.
What was
When
that?
there was a scandal about,
They said they had sewers and they didn't have any.
no, kickback on sewers. He went to jail.
Really?
Old Ray's father.
That's
Mrs. Monnet, she was such a nice woman. The old lady Monnet, you know, Ray's mother.
Old Ray's mother,
Yeah.
who was old.
She was a sweet woman. They lived up on, years ago, they used to live on the corner of Phillips Avenue and 46, but where there's used car lot now. So where Harry's corner, there was a house there, and they knocked that down. Well, Monnet was lived there for a while. Then they moved to Franklin Street, where I think where Young Ray lives now, on the corner of Franklin and Redneck Avenue.
Well, this guy, we were reminiscing about so many people.
Well, we were reminiscing, I was reminiscing today about old man, what's his name? The old guy that we were talking
There's
about,
so many old guys.
the ones that you were in the band with. Monit, not Monit.
It's talking about me, man.
Today you were
Yeah, we
reminiscing?
were talking about it today.
Not mine.
No, when you were cold, so you were freezing.
The only thing I remember is him peeing.
No,
We're
no.
talking about when David is.
No, this was, David and Danny were so bad.
Oh, with the minister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ones from that big church.
Yeah.
And they were
Platts.
sitting in Platts, they were lovely people.
Mm.
And these two, they were terrible. I couldn't believe it. Well, you were saying terrible things too.
Where were you
And
learning
you're
those things,
dancing around and saying these bad things.
What else did we say?
Oh, they were
Language, bad
bad. The
language.
language was bad.
Dave? How old were they?
They were young.
David was about 6 and Danny was about 8.
Well, it could have been maybe 7 and 9 or
You didn't
something
do
like
too
that.
much damage because we got a Christmas card this year from her and it said that.
But
They
they
said there's a
were,
welcome mat is always out.
they were in the end of their
That's fine.
the hall. They were dancing around. They were yelling bad things.
They were
I
defying
I
you.
couldn't shut them up. I couldn't. I
They were
said, stop
defying
it.
you.
Stop it. Oh, we don't have to, blah, blah, blah. Oh, they were
You
bad.
can't do it.
Do you remember that?
I don't remember doing that, no.
Oh,
I
you
believe
were
it, I just
terrible.
don't
We
remember.
might be making it up.
That happened here one time with when Lee Wilson came here. You remember that?
Oh, God.
They were awful that day. I took them both in the back room and I said, thanks. I said, just so you know, if you don't stop right now,
You'll break your leg.
I said, you're going to never forget this day as long as you live because it's going to be the last day that you can walk. Both of you. I'm going to break them to snap. Remember me telling you that? No? I said, I'm going to snap your legs off so they'll never work
And
again.
one of you said they were going to take a piss. I
Yeah,
don't know if
probably.
it was you.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see
Danny.
David doing it.
You were both so bad.
You
And they
should
were
have said
dancing around, they were yelling
You
stuff
said,
and
you said
laughing.
something like that in front of the Carols with him. He called me an
I called
asshole
you-
or something.
Yeah.
Probably was David
Oh,
that
they were
started.
terrible too. That day, I'll never forget it.
Right.
They laughed,
Is there a chance
and then
to
they said
come
more
over?
bad
We're
things, and
gone.
they laughed some more. Oh, God, I was
I'm
so
trying to think who
embarrassed.
you were talking about, what old guy?
The minister. Not from our church, he was from the church up in where, Pumpkin
Oh,
Lakes
no.
or someplace.
No,
Ridgewood.
Pumpkin Lake, you said.
No, Ridgewood, well, I couldn't remember
Oh.
just where it was, but he had a beautiful church. We went to see somebody married
Beside us,
there. Yeah,
Probably-
you're Arlene and Tucker.
Could have been.
Yeah.
yeah. But the wedding was gorgeous and everything. The kids didn't do it that day at that wedding, but they did it another
Well,
day.
because that was the day we were getting married, we had no kids.
No, not
Oh.
because of the
No,
class.
no,
we
they-
did.
they-
Tucker got married first.
It was
did?
later on.
I don't know what.
Oh, these kids. Oh, God.
We didn't do that a lot though, did we?
No.
You had a grand old time while they were here, and then they went.
Yeah, they were bad that day.
Where were you guys that day? Didn't you guys go to see Grease one time?
But you weren't there when they were there, but
No.
you came in while they were still there, and then you behaved.
Didn't you get tickets to see Grease and the students and that was
Yeah.
that was a long time. That might have been around the same time.
That was at night
What
though.
year?
Oh, these were devils. They were
It was
devils.
a long time ago.
I couldn't believe
I might have got
that
shocked.
they were my kids. They were so big.
I can hear the story when you tell it. I can't
Oh,
believe
they
it.
were terrible. I said, stop it. Stop it. Then they dart back in the hall, and then they come out doing something else. I said, you stop it. And these two people, were sitting there, real nice people. I thought, I'll get hold of one of their kids. I'm going to ring this.
And they probably wondered where they learned that language
Yeah.
from.
Probably.
Who talks like that in their house?
Probably the mother.
Yeah.
That's the way it usually works.
I don't think so. They were big. I was so embarrassed.
I would have been too.
Yeah.
Oh, they were terrible. I was trying to stop them. I couldn't stop them. They were yelling more and more things. Dancing around in front of the people, yelling stuff at each other.
We used to call each other names a lot. And,
Yeah.
They were bad.
That's probably what you did.
we didn't really fight that much, but we used to call each other names all the time.
I don't know if your mother told you, the DOT in Pennsylvania, wanna put a spur off
Yeah,
80.
that would be the end of your golf course if they do that.
Not the end, they're gonna take part of it.
Well, I heard that if they do that, well, it was from that friend of mine who lives in your campground. She said that she heard that the people who own the place, what's their name again?
The Scots,
Scotch, that if that happens, they're selling the whole thing.
well, they can sell it, it's okay. But they, you know what they have to get for that place? Millions and millions.
Really?
Because all them homes they got. I mean,
Gorgeous
I don't know how many homes are there.
Oh, you're talking about
150,
the golf
200
course
Yeah.
or the campground?
Living
people?
homes, you know,
Yeah.
where people
Golf
live.
course.
Oh, right.
Oh.
It's not gonna be that easy.
Now, what happens if they put an exit
They wanna put a piece of, like a spur from 80
into where?
to relieve the traffic at the light by the
Little
IGA
grocery
market,
store and all
where the
this.
grocery store is. Well, the traffic is heavy there. About the 7th or 8th, we went golfing of November, and on the way home, I says, let's go home over the Dingman Bridge up north. Well, we started out, and we made the left at the light to go on 209 North. And from the flea market, what cars, okay?
See, that's what's
Bumper to
stopping you
bumper.
all.
But, wait a minute, no. Then we went beyond the flea market, and for 5 more miles, there were bumper to bumper coming from
Oh my
from
God,
up
wow.
north.
Yeah.
They weren't coming from the golf course or the flea market.
Yeah.
But now there's proposals to make 209 4-lane instead of just 2 lanes, and that would relieve
Yeah, right.
the congestion.
But what's the other thing?
But they were blaming the golf course for it. You can't blame, what, a few hundred
People going
people go
golfing?
golfing? And there's
That golf course
thousands
has
of
been there
cars.
for years and years and
Yeah, well,
years.
This is something.
Why would they have to take out a whole golf course in order to put a?
Because
they
they
won't-
probably
they-
wanna
no.
make more.
The
Traffic.
part of the red course and part of the yellow course.
Yeah.
There's 2 golf courses will have to go, you know.
Well, the red one's only a small one, so.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Yeah, that-
matter as much.
No,
And-
and they already have the white one, and probably not a lot of people use those.
Oh, yeah.
Do they?
You
Yeah.
do.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not a whole
not only that,
people.
Jack, the Scott's house is in part of that,
Yeah.
and that
It's
house
like-
may
it's
have
on
to
the
go.
red course,
This is gonna
across the
cost
road.
millions and millions of dollars,
You know,
I don't know where they're
They
gonna
have
get
that
it
one
from.
house
Yeah,
that you
Like
see.
maybe $100
It's a
million.
Scott's house.
Oh, more than that,
Yeah.
to build a spur and to buy, they gotta buy all this property too. And they, if they do, they've got the property that they're gonna come through, like if it's gonna affect the IGA there, that they just built, it's a big, it's a not a enormous, but a mini mall,
Big
shopping
store,
center,
big-
okay? And there's a guy on the corner, there's gas
There's a
stations there.
bank. There's a bank.
There's so many things that they
They
would
should
have
have
to.
planned this way before they let all those people build those things.
Well, they're meeting now, and they had a petition out, everybody was signing a petition against the DOT. And then the last thing came through was a little letter that the proposal was to widen 209 to 4 lanes.
And that was what the
By people, not the Department of
so that was
Transportation.
like, that would be like what you guys would be satisfied with.
Not me, I don't care what they do at the golf course, because by that time I won't probably be playing golf anymore, you know.
We'll be dragging them around by the hand.
No,
But the thing is that the purpose of this spur was to relieve that traffic, to get
Yeah.
them
Yeah, but
out of
that
there
ain't
onto Route 80 faster.
But you see the
no, to relieve the congestion at that area.
Yeah, but you said something to do with Route 80.
Well, yeah, they're gonna put a spur which will lead to 80.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
So that will get the people, instead of having to go along that other road. to
Yeah,
get
and
to
it will
80.
relieve the congestion at that certain point,
Yeah.
at Marshall's Creek, we
Right.
call it Marshall's Creek.
But the thing is,
But it isn't coming from there, it's coming from way north, because we came that Sunday morning, we rode north, and my God, for 5 miles after we passed this flea market, there were,
You don't think it was the
Bumper to
flea
bumper.
market bringing everybody?
the flea
no,
market,
that helps.
the flea market caused a lot of the congestion.
And it's not only
It's
that,
an immense, it's an immense place, and it's open, 3 days?
the businesses that would be affected by it, they claim that's gonna hurt a lot of the small businesses that's in that general area. Look at it, the garages, that Texaco station, the Esso station, that's
The
all gotta
shell
go.
Up a little ways.
All that's gotta go.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of
It's
trouble.
gonna be
over it.
millions and millions of dollars.
It'll take them years to do it.
Yeah,
Like you say, you'll be able to do
Yeah.
what you feel like doing.
I won't be golfing anymore, you know.
You won't be breathing.
If they do it right away, the only thing we could do is, we're not, I don't think they'll lose the golf course completely. If they sell, that's a different story. But,
Excuse me.
you know, you're talking a golf course that does millions
Oh, yeah.
because of the amount of homes that's on it. You know, I say there's 150 homes.
Oh, yeah.
And you take,
They're all rented.
yeah, by members of the golf
Hmm.
club. Now, these people would, if they sell, these people will move out, you know.
Yeah.
The only inconvenience would be for us, if they start to do something like that, we couldn't come off exit 52 onto 209 and then go to the campgrounds. We'd have to go exit 52 to 447, cut over the hill, and go over the back, around, over the mountain, to the back way to the campground. You know, that way I've already figured that out, how we would go. Because at that general area, with construction, you wouldn't be able to get through.
Yeah, it would be bad.
It's not the golf course that's doing it. They can't, even everybody says it, they're crazy, they can't blame the golf course. Because at times, the most cars are there, maybe 200, 250
Yeah.
cars. Now that's a drop in the bucket compared to
It
the
would take no
traffic
time
that's
at all
out
for them
there.
to move.
Yeah. So, but hey, the Scots, if they go to sell it, you know what they have to get for that? We're talking damn near, I'll say,
Like close to $1 billion.
I was gonna say damn near $1 billion, because you're talking golf courses.
Hmm.
You got the silver and the orange, which is in the mountains. I wouldn't wanna play them anyway, because it's too much walking.
Yeah.
If they opened them, see, you can play them, but you ride the cart path, and if your ball is over on the right side of the fairway, or left side of the fairway, you stop your cart
Got it?
where it is and walk over. And you may walk 150 yards to go to your ball. They'd have to take those railroad ties down, let people ride
Yeah.
the golf course. See, they doing that on the yellow course. You couldn't, on some of the holes, you couldn't go on. You'd have to ride the path and then walk to your ball. Now, they got a path on each side of the fairway, and you can ride the fairway.
To get to the path, we just
Yeah,
ride
or
the hill.
off the path, what you're supposed to do with 90 degrees, okay? Go to your ball, come back 90 degrees after you hit the ball, and then go to where the ball is,
Yeah.
take another 90-degree angle. Or-
So you're driving mostly on the sidewalk.
yeah, you're on the path.
Yeah.
But this is money that you know, for them to sell it, and that's a living. They're
Yeah.
making money like mad. $1.75 for a hot dog
Yeah.
and a roll, and
Yeah.
$2.25 for a can of this.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking $14 a case, and if they buy it by the cases, they pay less than $14 for a
But
case.
they're buying a lot of cases.
Yeah, of any beer,
Yeah,
whether it's
sure.
Budweiser or what.
Yeah.
And that's the restaurant, you know.
No, and
We're
every
talking
brand.
big bucks, and they cited everything as far as the inconveniences and the businesses that would be hurt,
Mhm.
and they're fighting the transportation about it. Somebody got to brainstorm. That's what it
Yeah.
is, and they're blaming. They didn't look at the fact that it is part of the flea market's fault too.
They are blaming them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they should.
During the week, it's not like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Because there's no flea market going. During the week, it's easy. You can
Yeah.
ride any place around there. But when the Saturday and Sunday, forget it. And to spend millions of dollars just because you want to relieve a traffic
That came
congestion.
from the flea market.
Yeah, that's,
Just tell them they can't have the food
Foolish,
marshal.
yeah.
You try this yet?
no,
Rich, you want another beer?
no, thank you, Jack, I still got plenty.
I would think, see, this, the dimension wise, this would have to go there. So it would be the same width as that, sort of. Well, that looks bigger. It's not bigger, this makes the same thing.
I think before what you were doing was making.
That'll drive you nuts,
I mean,
kind of, I
Why?
think.
what's it's done now?
Oh, yeah, no, before then, we were doing something like that. That
Or
was
unless
when,
you have a square here,
I figured that one out.
these two here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to figure out a different way.
That's, she
You
didn't,
know what
she
the
didn't
four
like it
kids
now.
were playing last night when we were leaving? Uno.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that an old game?
Lynn,
I think it is an old game.
Oh, it is,
isn't it?
right,
Uno?
Barb, Uno?
Must be an Italian. Uno.
Barb?
Oh, yeah, the kids had it when they were, you kids.
Yeah,
had it.
Oh, I know, I
It's a
have,
lot
I
of
mean,
fun,
that's
you
not
don't even know how to
old, I
play
mean,
it.
I mean,
where
sure.
if you got a wild card and you color it, you can't match it, use the wild card
Mess everybody
and
else
make
up.
it, change the color, and the one that you passed it to is going this way,
Yeah.
gotta take 4 cards.
Mhm.
I don't like the sound of that.
And if you don't say Uno, you get caught, you gotta pick 4
Right.
cards, you know?
That's the worst, because
Yeah.
the whole thing could be over, but if you forget to say it.
Or you say Uno, and that bugger over there's got that wild card, and then he puts it down, boy, then you're stuck, you know? And if you challenge, say you think, well,
You want butter?
he's got a green or a
Butter?
blue one, and you challenge him, and he's got that card, you know,
Yeah.
or he don't have it, then you gotta pick 4 cards, and you ain't got Uno no more.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you, it's a lot of fun. I said to Carrie, I said, remember I used to cry? Because she was only a little kid,
Yeah.
and she'd play, you know, and we'd always beat her, you know, and she'd have a stack of cards like that, okay? And she'd cry. She said, oh, I didn't cry. I said, come on, you're a big ball baby.
Aw.
That was good. Very tasty, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Ryan
well,
taught
I
me
enjoyed that.
a good card game. It's called Casino. It's just a regular card game, but it's neat. It's very hard to
You wanna
explain,
play
but
casino?
We played that.
I
you
remember it,
put 4
but
cards down, and you take 4 cards at a time. Each person has 4 cards, and what you have to do is pick up the other cards with your cards. Like
yeah.
if there's a 3 and a 2 down, you could say pick it up with your 5,
Oh,
like
Oh, I
that,
see, yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And you keep
I
on going
get
back and forth, and you could, there's a bunch of rules. And then what you do is after you go through the whole deck, there's only a few ways to score points. Whoever has the most cards gets 1 point. Whoever has the most spades whoever has the most cards gets 3 points. Whoever has the most spades
Yeah,
gets
I-
1 point.
I remember
It's
it
like
years
the,
ago.
the 2
I
of
could-
diamonds and the 10 of spades is worth something, and all the aces are worth something. It's weird, but it's fun though. There's a lot of
it all has to do with adding cards together.
adding cards together and building.
Well, we play rummy cubes a lot, her and I. But she gets mad when she gets beat.
Who's she?
You, not your
I'm
Aunt
looking
Tilly.
for she. Oh,